I'm at the Bridge Hotel here with Randell Waller, and we're just going to talk a bit about his music. So, Randall, what have you been doing lately in the last, say, year?
Well, I've actually just finished an album that I've been working on for about 30 years. That's not altogether true. When you're writing songs, I'm always writing, and but some of them have their genesis way back then, and a lot of them are much newer. But so through this last few years, when there hasn't been so many gigs, I've been sort of kicked myself in the butt to get up and finish the thing, and that's been done. It's mastered. We're finalising artwork for the CD. Remember them? This week actually, and so I hope to have it out very shortly, and up on digital platforms and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about that, and it's a record that I'm really happy with. Yeah.
And who's the band that you?
There's no band per se. It's basically just me. I've programmed all the drums, or most of them. I've got a drummer on one track, and I did most of it. But I've got a bunch of great guests. Dario Bertolin plays on a tune. Pete Drummond is the drummer on that tune. I've got Chris Kamzelis does a solo on one. Joel McDonald, Erwin Thomas, who's an absolute animal, such a beast. He does a solo on one. Richard Fortas from Guns N' Roses plays on one. So that's been fun. Steve Dixon, a good mate, played bass on one. So, I've got the Budapest Scoring Orchestra on a tune that I had programmed strings on, which, and they knocked it out, just knocked it out of the park and brought that song to a whole new level. So that was fabulous to have them. It's very rock. It's mostly down-tuned and with high gain amps, and it's very rock, and it's something I'm really proud of. Yeah, so that's been a huge monkey off my back to get that finished.
Yeah, looking forward to that too.
Yeah,
what
good.
Lineup too. Just quickly, how did you start? What made you get into music? Like, were you guitarist all the time, or have you? Did you start?
I grew up. What a lot of people wouldn't know is I grew up in church, very staunch religious family, and I carry core stuff of that with me now, I suppose, and but also felt like I've been led up the garden path a fair bit. But started playing in church and things like that, and then once we got ripped off by a few of those people, decided to just play commercial music. Made a band with my two brothers, and we had a little band called Avion, and we did okay. Had a couple of albums, and but it seemed very hard to make headway. Coming from the background that we did, the record music business seemed to have its face set against us in a lot of ways. Anyway, whatever, and then from there, we had a shocking accident on the way back from a gig where we were opening for Dragon and down at Shell Harbour, and our keyboard player was killed, and so that pretty much put an end to that band. From there, I did a tour with Sharon O'Neill, then played with Dragon for a while, and then went overseas, ended up in England for 5 years, where I worked with, among others, Bonnie Tyler particularly. Mostly started out just crewing, just to make $1, just to survive, and ended up playing with her and recording her a bit, and etc. Home studio, all that stuff. And came back and started playing with John English, played with Billy Thorpe. Got a call to go overseas, which is a long story by itself. Ended up playing with Shania Twain. Did 2 big tours with her, the Come On Over one and Up, and they went all over the world. And in between those 2 tours, I played with Keith Urban, which was great fun, and always brings a smile to my face, being fellow Aussies. And I played with Rodney Crowell, who's was married to Roseanne Cash, and he sort of sounds like Johnny Cash. He was a big Johnny Cash fan, and he's still a dear friend and just a great artist, songwriter. A few other acts, Shadazy, a Three Sisters, a trio, kind of country trio, multi-platinum selling act at that time, and they were great, still friends now. And since I've been back, I've played for 7 or 8 years temporarily with Rose Tattoo, and that was fun. I did a few things with Party Boys, such as it was with Kev Boric and Paul Christie and Buzz, and and here I am now trying to do my own thing again, back again.
Quite a good life in music.
Sorry, mate.
Quite a good life in music.
I've been so lucky, mate. I've been so fortunate to be in, to have the opportunities that I've had, and I've got to thank Andy, my mate Andy Cichon, who put my name in for the Shania Twain thing, and I'm forever grateful to him for that, of course. And I've been very fortunate.
So I'm going to vote for you for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Please do. Good luck. You and my mum. If she was around, she would too.
Well deserved. Oh, thanks very much for that.
Yeah,
it's nice to meet you. I actually met you at the Save the Bridge at Windsor. That's when I first.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Wow, it's a while back. It was Shannon. Yeah. Shannon and Angry was there too, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, that was great.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah, pleasure, mate. All good.
Good luck with
Cheers.
Music.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.